Hello, 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 everyone, you beautiful people, you. Listen, we're going to jump right into this because hence you see the title of this video, and I need to update you on where I've been, what I've been doing, and what the heck has been going on over here. Because as you can see, it has been quite some time since I've done a sit down, talk to you life update video. Now, if you are a subscriber to my channel, then you will have seen that I have done some live videos, and you can find those things if you have not seen any of my lives or if you're not a subscriber on my live tab. But first, I want to thank my subscribers, the ones who have engaged with my content, the ones who are still subscribed and didn't cancel me, even though you haven't seen any content. I really appreciate you because I never take for granted that people want to watch my content or interested in what I have to say. And so just the fact that you are here and that your eyes are on this video, I just want to say a big thank you. And that I have some stuff coming. So let's get into it. The origin of my channel was natural hair. So I was a natural hair girly. I jumped on that wave when everyone else was doing it as well. And so I did a lot of hair tutorials, reviews of hair products, and I did some beauty and some accessory stuff. Like I was a subscriber to Jewel Mint, if anybody remembers Jewel Mint from back in the day. I did that as well. So if you go back to my videos, you will see that type of content. And as you will now look at my more recent content, you will not see any of that. So case in point, I have grown. I have grown as an individual. I've grown as a content creator. The natural hair, I am still a natural hair girly, as you can see, but I have sister locks. I do not have loose natural hair anymore. And so I was no longer making those type of videos. If anyone is interested in sister lock content, I'm happy to do that. But I will warn you, I don't do anything to my hair really. Like this is the usual normal state of my hair is I just wear it down or like in a braid out or it's up in a bun. So styling, if you're looking for styling videos, I'm probably not your girl. I just hit year 4 in December. So I'm 4 years locked and I am just, baby, loving my hair. Okay. I cannot keep my hands out my hair. I have hair in hand. Oh, cover my mic. I have hair in hand syndrome. Hands are always in my hair, which listen, it is what it is. I'm unapologetic about it. And I love them. My only regret is that I did not get them sooner. A few things have happened since I started making that type of content. I have a new job. I've been at my job now. This year will be 15 years, which is crazy to think about. But I've changed roles a couple of times in there, all within the marketing space. And so my newest role, I'm probably a few weeks into my new role. It's very similar to the previous role I was doing. It's just for a different type of industry. So I'm very excited, but I'm very much focused on trying to get my bearings so that I can continue doing a great job. So that's what happened sort of on the 9 to 5 front, if you will, which anyone who knows me or knows anything about my content, I talk about personal brand. I'm a personal brand ambassador. And for me, what I do professionally feeds into my personal life. And so I also do marketing and consulting and design, and I'm all in that space for my personal brand too. So for MayaGatewood.com, if you go on my website, you will see all the things Maya Gatewood. That's my blog. And yes, admittedly, I'm due for a blog post. I'm way overdue for a blog post, but I still love writing. I write creatively. I've been focusing on some stories and books and things that I just do in my own time. But I still do enjoy blogging. And so I do want to pick that back up this year. And what else is there? You can see all of my design work from Empress Design and Graphics, which is my graphic design side hustle. I won't even really call it a business anymore because I'm not working it that way. I'm sort of getting out of the physical, like designing execution phase of the graphic design, and I'm getting more into the consulting, strategizing, brainstorming, helping people level up professionally, personally. I love working with entrepreneurs and small businesses to really help them with content creation, marketing strategies. If that is you, then please do feel free to contact me, hit me up, and let's have a conversation. I offer office hours with Maya with some paid and free consultations. So if that is you and you want to talk, I'm here. That is really how my channel has now started to pivot, and thus why you will see some of the context and topics that you're seeing in the lives are things like personal brand. Now, there's definitely some lifestyle things in there. I don't want you to think that this is now like turned into some like fluffy marketing channel. It's not. It's really taking those concepts and applying it to everyday people and making it relatable and applying it to your life. So whether or not you're an entrepreneur, even though I love helping entrepreneurs, all of my content I feel like is applicable to everybody. And that's the content that I want to continue to focus on. So I'm just going to say that if that's not your jam, listen, I respect it. It's no hard feelings. You came here for one thing. I'm now switching. And if that's not for you, totally get it. I've loved having you here. But if you ever have a need in the future, please come back because I'm here for you. But anyway, that's sort of where we are today, the last week in February. And it is Black History Month still, folks. Okay, we got a whole week left. One of the things that I am still doing, which I will talk to you about right now, is what has continued in this time and what hasn't changed is my merch. So you may have known that I started an apparel, it's really t-shirt line in 2020 or 2021 when the pandemic, when everybody was starting at home businesses. I sort of did the same thing and it's still going. And you can go to mygatewood.com/shop and you can shop for everything. I've got men's stuff, women's stuff, unisex. I've got tees, hoodies, long sleeve stuff. I got mugs. I have stuff for any walk of life, any ethnicity. I definitely have a Black confidence collection for all of my beautiful brown and Black people. But listen, my merchandise is accessible and available to all. Definitely go and check that out if you're interested in my merch. And I do have on my merch, it says, Black goes with everything because baby, Black does go with everything. Okay, that's the color. Black in apparel, Black people, we go with everything. You can also go on my Instagram. Now, you listen and you don't judge, right? I know my Instagram for MDGTs is a little outdated, but just stick with me. I'm picking all this stuff back up this year, guys. 2025, we back in the game. Okay, so you can go to MDGTEES on Instagram and you can check out my merchandise page there. I talked about my job. I talked about my brand, which is Maya Gatewood, or Maya R Gatewood rather. For those who are just looking for a little brainstorming session or a little kickoff to a larger, conversation that you want to have, and you just want to run some ideas by someone, then those are the sessions for you. And I definitely have some packages that we can flesh out. I still have my freebies. So all of my personal brand checklists, my checklist for when you're going live on platforms like this for content creators, just some tips and tricks and things like that. I'm very still much interested in media. Content creation for me is not just sitting in front of a camera and talking, but it's also editing videos. So I love doing that. I do a lot of content creation for my church. I'm on the media team, so I'm also behind the camera. And if you want to check out my church is Bethlehem Judah Christian Fellowship, please go ahead, head on over to any of our platforms. Give us a watch, give us a holler, stop on by if you're in the area. And speaking of content creation, one thing that I will say specifically, I guess, about my YouTube channel is that I did sort of neglect it because I wasn't sure the type of content I wanted to do, and then what is the best platform to put that content out. And so it's been a lot of experimenting. Like, let me tell you something. I am an IG girl all day. Okay. You give me IG. I love playing around with reels. I love looking at different and new graphics and things like that people are using to create content. I love that all day long. And I just wasn't sure because of the type of content I had created here on YouTube before, if folks would be as interested. And so I started streaming here on YouTube, and I'm just trying to experiment a little bit and figure out what is going to work here. Is are the lives working? Because to be honest, I'm not getting a ton of like live views, which doesn't really bother me because you're going to get more replay views. Just, I don't care who you are. I don't care if you have a million followers or if you have 2 followers. Like, it's just the nature of things. People hop in and out of live videos. Things are going on. People are catching your live videos at different times. Maybe they're at home. Maybe they're just got you in the background as they're cooking dinner. Maybe they're doom scrolling at 2 o'clock in the morning. So it's like that type of stuff doesn't really faze me. It's the replays that I think hold the most value for folks, because if you're coming back or if they've missed your live, I personally don't want to sit down and watch an hour long live if I didn't watch it live. So it's also figuring out, what do I edit and then re-upload as just like a regular on-demand video. And so I'm just saying that to say that I'm experimenting with a few concepts and ideas, and I just wasn't sure what would work here on this channel. And then also, anyone who's a content creator, it's almost exhausting to keep up with content trends these days. And social media trends are rapidly evolving. Like, 1 minute it's this, the next minute it's that. It's like, oh, do this strategy. No, do that strategy. And it's like, oh, gain followers this way or reach people here. And it's just like, it's so much noise. And one thing I will say is that it really does just take trial and error. You've got to try different things. And through trying different things, it's going to take time. You're going to have successes and failures, but it takes time to find that sweet spot. I think for me right now, where I am is I've got the content. I know that the content I have is valuable. I know that I am worthy of presenting this content. I just have not found my audience, and I just have not found my community yet. And so narrow down who my audience is and then turn that audience into community, because it's definitely 2 different things. Just because someone is in your audience and consumes your content doesn't mean they're necessarily a part of your community and that they engage with you actively as a participant. So I always appreciate anyone who shares my videos, comments on my videos, likes them, certainly watches them. And so that is what I'm looking to do, is to really find the people who are interested in this type of content, find this valuable. If that is you, baby, let's ride this thing out together. And then I'm going to be more consistent here on YouTube. I realize that part of why I haven't found these folks is not being consistent here. So between having a mix of shorts, lives, and on-demand videos, I think that's really going to start to build my library. And baby, everything is content. Okay. Where to find me? As I mentioned, I have quite a few platforms that I am on, but I will point you to Instagram at the moment because that is where I am the most active, sort of on a daily, weekly basis, certainly in my stories, baby. If you want to know what's going on with me, I'm in my stories. On Instagram, I'm Maya R. Gatewood, and hit up my stories, check out my highlights. I do book reviews there as well, guys. I have reignited my passion for reading as well. And so I'm reading a lot of books, sharing a lot of book content there. I have some book reviews and things like that. So if you are also a book girly or a book dude, hey, we can sit down, we can have some conversations about some books. And speaking of books, I am also on TikTok. I'm using TikTok more for book content. So if you're looking for book content, definitely hit me up on TikTok, and I'll put my TikTok right here. Ooh, I'm Maya Gatewood everywhere, or Maya R Gatewood everywhere. So TikTok, I'm pretty sure I'm just Maya Gatewood. But let me go shift back to Instagram for a second. But I'm maxed out on Instagram pages. I can't even add another Instagram page if I wanted to. Like, I have so many accounts. Friday has an Instagram page. It's Friday Gatewood. I've given you Maya R. Gatewood. I also have MG Live. So that's MG Live series on Instagram. And that's where I post all of my MG Live, little clips and things like that. I also have my apparel, which I told you before is MDGTEES for MDGTs. What else? My church, I manage that. So I just happen to have that page. I have another social media page for my job that I manage too. So what else is besides that? I think that's it for Instagram. So that is it. That's all I had on my list. Now you know what happened, where I've been, and where my mind is at. And I hope to see you all very, very soon. You're going to see much more from me here on YouTube. And yeah, but other than that, I will leave it here. Thank you all so much for checking in with me, tuning in with me. And I really, really appreciate you all. And I hope that you will be a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber, this is the first time that you come across my video. Hello, and stick around to stay a while. All right, everybody, that's it for me, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.